citizens of the internet. I'm Static Buzz, and I'm going to start something new here. I'm going to call this a Let's Guide. And what a Let's Guide is to me is a Let's Play with some deep dive information. At least I hope it to be a deep dive information on the game itself. Disgaea, the series is very, very deep if you let it be. It could be very straightforward and simple if that's how you want to play it. If you want to play it deep, it is a deep RPG, strategy RPG, tactical strategy RPG, and you can get really deep into it. And I'm going to start this series off with Disgaea 5 because Disgaea is one of my favorite series in all of gaming, and Disgaea 5 is my favorite game in that series so far. Looking forward to possible Disgaea 6, which I think is in the works, but until then, this is what we have. We have Disgaea 5. I'm going to start a new game.
A Netherworld crisis of extinction-level proportions was perpetrated by the Demon Emperor, Void Dark. The historians of later generations look back in puzzlement at this historical event, the largest Netherworld war, which erupted and expanded in a flash, and ended in just one night. Some call it the war with no victor, while others call it the war with no hero. The truth of this event remains a mystery to this day.
It's reckless of you to invade the territory of the Lost. I don't know which Netherworld you're from, but we're gonna put you in your place.
Madam Seraphina! At this rate, they're gonna annihilate us, dude!
What did you just say? I will not abide being annihilated. 1 sardine for 20 hours of labor. That was our agreement. Now, put your backs into it. Your soft, squishy backs.
1 sardine to fight a merciless battle isn't a fair trade, dude! First of all, it's impossible for us to defeat Demon Emperor Void Dark on our own, dude!
Though it's against my upbringing to sully my own hands, this once I shall unleash my overload power, Baylor Gaze! Excuse me, you right there. What do you think you're doing?
Eating, obviously. It's a fluffy rising dragon bowl with all white breast meat from a 1,000-year-old dragon lord and its egg. It's delicious. All right then, I'm finished refueling. Let me get rid of these guys.
You destroyed an entire squad of the Lost Army single-handedly. I found my prince.
I found my prince. I don't know why, but that opening cutscene never gets old for me. Episode 1.
Episode 1, Prelude to Vengeance.
I wasn't sure if he was going to say it or not, but alright, he said it. I don't have to.
Excuse me, please wait. My goodness, please wait, Sir Killia.
Sir Killia?
Do you have any idea how much walking I had to do to catch up with you? I spent 1 whole hour walking non-stop through the desolate Netherworld that is blood-parched. At this rate, my legs will be as rock-hard as a foolish Gorgon who was petrified by a cockatrice.
Well, Madame Seraphina didn't actually take a single step herself, dude.
I will have silence.
If you want to rest, take all the time you want. I'm leaving.
How cruel, Sir Killia. Surely you mustn't be planning to leave me here all alone.
You decided on your own to follow me.
You are incorrect. Sir Killia, you decided on your own to save me from the lost. Now you must take responsibility for that decision.
That's unreasonable. I'm out of here. Ugh! Why?
See? You can't even dodge a simple attack. You must be exhausted, Sir Killia. If you keep pushing yourself like this, you will never defeat Demon Emperor Void Dark. In fact, you're liable to become roadkill. This gate connects to a pocket netherworld set aside for my exclusive use. Now, Prinnies, please be Sir Killia's escort. All men are destined to dance in the palm of the hand of the Overlord of Gorgeous, Seraphina.
Oh, these characters. Welcome to my pocket netherworld, Sir Killia. You can walk around in here by using the left stick. When you want to talk to me or the other citizens, then stand in front of them and press the A button. If you want to change the view, press the R and L buttons to spin the camera, or press Y and RL to change the zoom. This is the Netherworld Hospital. When you're injured, come here to treat your wounds. This is the Rosen Queen Co. They sell weapons, armor, and recovery items that you'll need for battle. When you want to go outside, please talk to the Dimension Prinny. Of course, I'll go with you. I don't know why the heart's there, but there's a heart there. Alright. So, the first thing that I'm going to do is go over here and talk to the maid.
Are you my master's enemy?
While I was organizing the closet, I found a bunny suit. What should I do with it? Want Seraphina to wear it? Ask her to wear it. Yes, indeed. You're naughty, Sir Killia. A little bit. Now, you can't really see it too well because she's got that over her head, so let's get rid of that. Sir Killia, we don't have to worry about being invaded by Lost here. Please relax and enjoy yourself. Sorry, but I don't have time to waste here. Where's the exit? My, what an injury. You must have been wounded during our battle against the Lost. No, I got this scar when you shot me. Sir Killia risked his life to protect me from the Lost because he was seduced by my beauty. Yes, I know how you feel. You don't have to feel embarrassed. It's natural for men to kneel before me. Oh! Are you listening to me? Now then, let me reintroduce myself since I'm going to be your master. I am the wealthiest in all the 3 worlds, the Princess Overlord of Gorgeous, Seraphina. The previous Overlord, my father, tried to arrange a marriage of convenience between me and Void Dark. I got pissed, so I ran away. You're an Overlord, but you ran away from home? What kind of Overlord are you? If Void Dark wasn't in the picture, I never would have had to dirty my feet in blood parch. That's why I am out to get revenge on Void Dark. He humiliated me. You call that getting revenge? Anyways, fine. I don't have any interest in who you are. Do whatever you want. Oh, not so fast. You are my servant. Alright. Oh, another one. My, I just remembered, Sir Killia. Have you been saving? Yeah, I'm on top of it. That's my Sir Killia. Save your progress to record your activities. However, Sir Killia, people tend to forget to save from time to time. Not me. Would you like to take extra care and save one more time? I don't really think I need to, but if you're going to be so persistent. Alright, now you can see her bunny ears, and you can see her outfit changed. She looks kind of like something from a maid cafe or a bunny cafe. I don't even know. She looks like some kind of hostess. Alright, there's going to be chests around here from time to time, usually after you beat a Netherworld. You should run around and grab them all. You get some items that you can use. Water pistol. Alright, so I guess we should go over some general concepts of Disgaea. Let's go ahead and we'll go to the first area. Always save, like she was saying. Always save before you go to the next area. I need to change. Save icon. Let's change it to Seraphina so I know which one I'm using. As you can see, I have played this a little bit on the Switch. I beat it on PlayStation 4. Obviously, it being one of my favorite games, I had to get it on the Switch because it's portable. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's go through the basics of combat here.
Are you finding my pocket Netherworld comfortable enough, Sir Killia? How do you like it?
I don't have any time to waste in a place like this.
My, I can't believe what I'm hearing from someone who eats in the middle of a battle.
It's like, haven't you ever heard that an army marches on its stomach?
You're more of a gourmand than you project, Sir Killia. Well, as long as you're strong, it matters not to me. You could say that this pocket Netherworld is Sir Killia's and my love nest. Please feel free to use anything here.
Just so you know, I have no intentions of asking anyone for help.
That is simply not possible. You see, Sir Killia, you and I are connected by the red string of fate.
It's more like a blood-stained leash than a red string of fate, dude!
Poor Pretty.
You are mine, Sir Killia. Please, do not resist.
And what if I do?
All men are destined to become my obedient servants. Ha!
Baylor gaze.
Now, Killia, follow my orders.
I refuse.
Huh? That's odd. Ha! Ha! Now you will find me irresistible. Even if you are an Overlord, you cannot resist the temptation of my overload power, Baylor gaze.
What are you trying to do?
Nothing, Sir Killia. According to the information the Prinnies gathered, there are lost army forces in Bloodparch. Let's get going.
Yes, let's get going. Alright, so Bloodparch is a Netherworld. Once we've beat Bloodparch, the next one will open up, and then the next one will open up. Inside of Bloodparch, there'll be multiple areas. Dried Up Wasteland is the first area, stage, whatever you want to call it. And as you beat it, the next one will unlock, the next one will unlock, the next one will unlock. And when you unlock all of them, then, like I said, the next Netherworld will open up. The great thing about Disgaea is you can replay these areas to your heart's content. Now, they might change a little bit after you beat them the first time, especially if there was a story boss in it. It'll change and replace the story boss with another boss or whatever. And we'll get into all that. So let's go to Dried Up Wasteland. Yes.
My, who might you guys be?
This is a tutorial level. You guys will see that as we continue on.
What's wrong with you? Who goes around shooting at someone before finding out who they are?
I am truly sorry. Your social status is clearly lower than mine, and you seem like a small fry, so I took the shot.
Who are you calling a small fry? We are the aristocracy of Bloodparch.
Sure you are. Yeah, that we'll go with that. Yeah,
We are cracking down on anyone who looks suspicious and taxing them.
Aristocracy? But you all look so shabby.
Shabby.
Their lives were probably ruined by the Lost, and they have since lowered themselves to being bandits.
Shut up! Just listen. If you don't want to die, then hand over all the money you've got.
I do not even have a single hell to give to dirty bandits like you. Aren't you guys demons too? If you really need some money, then why don't you use force and take it? In any event, dirty bandits like you don't stand a chance of defeating Sir Killia.
What are you talking about? You're gonna have to fight too.
Excuse me?
I've got something I need to do. I don't have time to protect an unsophisticated princess forever. I'll teach you the basics so that you can figure out the rest by yourself.
Are you telling me to do manual labor?
If you don't, then I'm leaving right now.
Very well, I'll fight. It seems I have no choice. However, I don't have any fighting experience whatsoever.
I'm surprised to hear you say that, given how often you've been firing your gun this whole time.
Hey! How long are you guys gonna chat? Hurry up and cough up every hell you have, or you're gonna be sorry!
Seems like they're ready to start. Prepare yourself.
I guess I have no choice. In that case, I'll strip everything of value from those bandits.
Alright, so the next thing will be the basics of battle. We're not going to go over that. If you guys want to go over that, you can go over that. I will talk you through it as we go. Alright, so this is your base panel. Inside your base panel is all your characters. You can have quite a bit in here. I don't know what the max amount is.
All men are my servants.
I am going to try to finish this without Sir Killia. We'll see if I can do that. I'm going to definitely have to put some printies out. And there is a reason why I want to do it without Sir Killia. Alright. So what you might have noticed was I moved the characters. So you go to your base panel, you select your character, you select move. Unless you don't want them to move, you can have them do it from wherever they are. And then you select an action. You can say lift. Right? They can lift things, throw things. You can have them go back by hitting the B button. Not the B button, I'm thinking... Yeah, it is the B button. So if you want them to go back, you can hit B button. If you want them to go back into the base, when they're on the base, you can hit the B button.
Let's go!
Again. Alright, so basically this is how it works. You set an action. She doesn't have any specials right now, so we're going to say attack the cactus, and we're going to execute. Execute does not end your turn. To end your turn, you have to actually go in here and hit end turn. And if you're wondering what button I'm hitting to bring up this menu, it's the X button on the Switch controller. It would be what, triangle on PlayStation? I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna end turn, see how bad this gets for our characters over here. Oh, missed. That's why I put out the printies so that they would take the brunt of the damage. Indeed, they did. Alright, so you can see the level of the character that you're fighting against. These guys are level 1. I know this is a martial artist because it looks like the martial arts class. And this is the warrior class, fighter class that you see over here. And he's also level 1. You can see other things about them. Their attack, their defense, their resistance, their hit. What they're resistant to on the right over there. So water would be effective against them right now. Staff, gun is a little effective, and so is fist. They don't have any equipment. They got Wild Cry as the evil T, which I don't think I can actually see what it does. No, it won't show me. Oh, there we go. There we go. Evil T. Increased stats by adjacent enemies unit times 15%. So if there's a characters next to it, it'll get 15% stats. This one has Fury, increased attack by number of counterattacks by 25%. Now you might think, oh, we're just starting out. My character probably doesn't have any evil Ts. Well, that's not the case. Status. So you can see all the stuff you need about your characters here. Evil T is the Queen Temper on her. Increased damage dealt to male units by 50%. And these guys are all males, so they're all in trouble. No specials right now. She will get one. No squad setup. No subclasses. This one kind of tells you her history and some other things. Her Overlord power is something we'll cover in a bit. Alright, let's go ahead and go over some of this stuff here. So, alright. Aptitude is... no, not aptitude. Where I want to go. I want to go over here to this box underneath HP and SP. Underneath Gorgeous Overlord. So, HP is obviously hit points. If it goes to 0, they're knocked unconscious and out of the map. They're done. You only can bring 10 characters into a map. So, if you start losing characters, you can't bring another character in to replace them. 10. If they're in the map and they die, that's a slot that's gone. So, you got to be careful. If you return them to the base panel, though, you can then bring out another character. So if somebody gets weak and you're worried they're going to die, you can bring them back to the base panel, pop them in there, bring out another character to replace them. You can do that. SP is special points, I believe is what that stands for. Yes, it stands for special points. And this is what you need to use abilities and spells for your character. And each ability and spell has their own SP that it costs to use those abilities. Alright? Now if you go below that, you have attack. Obviously attack is what it sounds like. It determines the damage inflicted by the character for normal attacks and non-magic special attacks. Alright? Below that is defense. Defense determines the resistance of a character has against all normal and most special attacks. Defense also defends from magic attacks by about 30%. So what they mean by that is your defense takes up 30% of your resistance ability. So think of 100%, 30% of that's coming from your defense. Hope that makes sense. Alright, then we have intelligence, INT, increases a magical attack power and accuracy. Alright, so if this was a mage, intelligence would be a really important stat because it would determine how much damage I'm doing and if I hit them or not. You can miss. It is a possibility. Alright, next below that is resistance. Resistance gives 70% of the magical defense and boosts the amount of health healed from a healing spell. And also boosts the 4 stat boosting spells: shield defense, braveheart attack, magic boost intelligent, magic wall, and magic wall resistance. Those are all things you get later on. You don't have to worry about those 4 spells right now, but they're defensive spells and they help you protect against other attacks. So this stat increases those abilities. Alright, and the next one is hit. Hit is the character's accuracy and landing attack. Also determines the power of bows and guns. Alright, so bows are different because bows take their accuracy or their chance to hit from hit and attack. So it takes your attack and your hit, and it takes half of each to determine if you can hit or not. Guns, on the other hand, take their ability to hit all from hit. So if you're using an archer, you need to build up attack and hit. If you're using a gunslinger, then you need to use all hit. Hope that makes sense. Alright, now if we go over to the far right, we have weapon mastery. Weapon mastery is got 2 things in there that you need to pay attention to. The first one is the rating. The rating is C, A, B, and C on these ones. The 2 on the bottom that are X'd out, basically, those are used for monsters. If I went to a Prinny, they would be able to use those. So you can see that the Prinny has A for both of those. Those are monster weapons. Alright, so back to her. Seraphina. Alright, so what these ratings do, and you can go all the way to S. S is the best you can get. I don't know if there's a double S. I don't believe there is. But you can go to S. So the lower the rating... how do I word this? Alright, the higher the rating, that's how we'll word it. The higher the rating, the more experience you get for using that weapon. So you can see that Seraphina's got an A on guns. And she's only fired her gun once, but you can see that she's got a huge chunk into the level for guns. Alright, so that's the first thing. The higher the rating, the more experience you get for using that weapon. Disgaea is a game where everything you use, that ability, that weapon gets experience towards itself. And the more you use it, say like you were casting a fireball spell. I don't think they have fireball spells, but they have fire spells. So we'll say fireball spell. You cast a fireball spell, and then you get it to the next level. That fireball spell is going to cost you less SP to cast than it did before. It's going to gain some range so that it can be cast further away and that kind of thing, and do more damage as well. So you want to use the spells that you want to use as often as you can. And if there's something you're going to use as a utility, you probably still want to use that and build that up so that when you use it, it's good. Alright. Now, guns and weapons and those kind of things, when you get those to the next level, you have a chance of getting abilities with those weapons. And abilities work the same way as spells do. I'm trying to think of we'll go with the fist, because I know one of those. The fist, once you get to a level 1, you get triple strike. So as you use triple strike, you can build that up to get to the next level. It'll cost less SP, it'll be more accurate, it will do more damage, that kind of thing. And also, as you level up those skills, you unlock other skills for fist. And then you'll want to build those up as well. So this is like a never-ending cycle of improvement. I love it. Alright, so that is weapon mastery. And like I said, the levels, when they go up, it's easy, you can do more damage with the weapons. Well, actually, I didn't cover that, did I? Alright, so when weapons go up to level 1, this is a little different than skills, but not much. You gain a little more damage with each weapon type. And the way you gain damage with each weapon type is it gives you a bonus to the stats it provides. So if we were to go back and look at equipment, you can see that this water pistol has a hit of 2 and an SP of 2. Since guns are all about the hit rating, when you get to level 2, you'll get an extra percentage into the hit. So it's not going to be a lot for this one, but if it was something that did 100 damage and your weapon skill was 25, that'd be like 25% more damage. And I don't know if that's the exact equation, but it's something along those lines. Because each game has been a little different. They tweaked the numbers. But that's kind of how it works. So the higher level you get with a particular weapon, the more damage that weapon will do. And the better it'll be and that kind of stuff. Alright, so now let's go back. Did I miss anything under status? Alright, so that is weapon mastery. Resistance, I think, is self-explanatory. Minus is bad. Plus is good. So she's got 50% fire resistance, so that's good. But she takes extra damage from axes and swords, so that's not good. Okay, moving on to Evil Teas. Evil Teas, you can actually go in and you can purchase these eventually. Right now you can't. And you can do things like extra experience, extra resistance, extra damage with guns, that kind of stuff. We'll get to that when we get it. So these overlords and other characters, they have ones to start with because they don't want you starting out with nothing. Specials list, this will list all your special moves and whatnot. Right now, even though she has her overload, I don't think she can actually use it. Maybe she could. We won't go into that right now. Subclasses are for later and all that stuff is for later. Alright, that's enough for now. I guess she probably could use her overload skill because she's getting the revenge bar, but we'll worry about that another time. Let's go ahead and attack. Each weapon has its own method for attacking. As you saw with the gun, it can attack from a range in diagonal and horizontal positions from the character. Alright, so one thing you can pay attention to is even after I've fired a shot, I can move her out of range so that she might not get hit. Alright, we're going to do the same for her. We're going to move her over here. We're going to attack. And you can see on hers, she has this whole area that she can attack. So if anything's in that area, she can attack it. I can attack the cactus. I can attack Ryan. And yes, if I wanted to, I could attack Homer or Prinny. I'm going to go ahead and attack Ryan. Remember, execute to make the move happen. And then I can go over here and... Alright, I'm going to move Douglas next to Homer, and what that does is when Homer attacks, there's a chance that there could be a combo team attack on Broshi, and it did not happen. Dang! Alright, but here's another trick. I'm going to move Douglas over, and I'm going to move Homer here, and then I'm going to attack with, what was the name, Douglas, and see if we get another chance for a team attack. And there we go, we got a team attack. Not so effective with Prinnies, but when you use it with other characters, it becomes highly effective. Alright, we're going to move. Let's finish them off. I think it's going to go into another part of the tutorial section here. Victory! I've won! You did well for your first time. At this rate, you'll be used to this very soon. By the way, there is something on the ground. What are those things? Those are the spoils of battle. They're called stage bonuses. That's the bonus list there. The prizes you earn for clearing a stage depends on how well you perform. During a battle, depending on the unit's actions, the bonus gauge will fill. The more it fills, the more prizes you get. It's this gauge, right? What can you do to fill up the bonus gauge? You can fill the bonus gauge by defeating enemies with combos. You should seek to attack an enemy consecutively with multiple allies. I see, so the more people you fight with, the easier it is to charge the bonus gauge. And what is this one-time bonus? One-time bonus is set for every stage. It's a bonus that you can only get once if you completely fill the gauge. Most of the time it's better than other prizes. Till you get it, the one-time bonus will remain. If you fail to obtain it, keep trying until you get it. Well, what a good value. Let's completely fill the bonus gauge. Yes, let's do that. You can check the bonus list from the menu to see all the bonus items you can get from the stage. If there's a bonus that you really want, then you should try your best to fill the bonus gauge. And then we're going to go over the MVP stuff. An award ceremony. Is it for my beauty? This is to award the MVP of the stage. The character who contributes the most to fill the bonus gauge are awarded here. They will be rewarded with bonus XP and mana for their efforts. It's a shortcut to getting strong. I'll keep the strategy for filling the bonus gauge in mind. And finished. Alright. So the reason why we did that was to unlock the recruiter, dude. Killia, you can now use the recruiter, dude. Hey, sorry, my preparations took longer than I thought. At the recruiter, you can recruit personnel that suit your requirements. If you feel understaffed, come to me. What great timing, Sir Killia. Let's take a tour. You can never have too many servants. Alright. So, things you should know after you leave the Dimension Guide. Well, let's go get our characters first. Because we're going to need to do what we're going to do anyways after we get these guys. You're here! You can recruit personnel from the Netherworld who meet your requirements from here. What should I do to get more servants? If you want to increase the number of characters, select the top option, Hire Character. You will need hell money to recruit them, but I'll give you the first one for free. My, how lucky of me! Sir Killia, let's try recruiting! Alright, let's hire a character. First, select the class you'd like to recruit. My, the variety is smaller than I thought. Why can't I just recruit a strong dragon? If you haven't earned the trust of their class, then they won't let you recruit them. Eventually, classes will support you if you solve the quest they submit or if you get famous from fighting the Lost. Let me briefly talk about the different classes. First, the Warrior Valkyrie. Their duty is to fight in the front line. Warriors use their endurance for close combat. The female, unlike the male, has high speed and specializes in hit and run. She is also good with a bow. Next, Magician Witch. They use magic from a distance. If you use magic, the enemy is weak to, expect high damage. The Magician has stronger magic, so he is useful for fighting strong enemies. Although he burns through SP quick, so don't use too much magic and run out of SP before the boss arrives. The Witch lacks magical power, but she uses SP more efficiently, so she can use magic non-stop. Some demons are ridiculously strong against physical attacks, so you want a magic user in your party for sure. Next, the Monk. They're experts with fists. They mainly fight by taking the enemy's attack and counterattacking. The males aim for strong counterattacks, while the females are speedy and evade attacks for truly offensive style. Next, the Clergy Cleric. The healers. Their combat abilities are weak, but they have a key role in healing allies. I wouldn't want to fight in a party that doesn't have any healers. The male specializes in support magic. In addition, addition to healing, they can cure ailments while they heal. The females have really strong healing abilities when fighting a strong enemy. She will be a great help. The other one was a male, but yeah, it looks more female than male to me, so I don't know. Also, as they level up, they learn the all-inclusive curing spell, a Spore, which will be of great help. Yes, it is. Very, very useful. Ailments are basically cured by the use of spells or the items the fairy dust. You should learn it as soon as possible. Next, a mage. She specializes in using items. She can use an item on top of doing other actions, so she serves many roles. The maid is very important. Also, she can use the attack item throwing knife and then attack after that. Lastly is the Prinny monster character. Like, Prinnies are different than humanoids. The biggest characteristics of monsters is they can use the magic change command to become a humanoid weapon. The type of weapons they become through magic change depends on monster races, so you make sure the weapon suits the ally. That is it for the introductions. I said a lot, but if you have a magician, witch, and a clergy cleric, you're fine for now. Alright, I'm gonna actually go ahead and start a cleric because I want that Espor and all that good stuff there. Sicily, no, that's too close to. Oh, I'm not reading it. I was like, why does it not let me do anything? Alright, can you really find someone who meets everything you're looking for? Yes. The Netherworld are huge, so alright, I'll search for a name and this is getting sad, dude. Alright, so let's delete and let's call this one. What name do we want to give this one? I don't know. Felicia. That's a good name. Name doesn't really matter too much. Alright, so here's where next, select the capability. The better the capability, the stronger the demon will be, but it'll cost you. But it's free this time, right? Yes, but you can only select between good for nothing and incompetent. My, how cheap of you. Alright, so what this basically does is you don't want to do good for nothing because you'll lose attribute points, and you'll see that in the next screen. Incompetent will give us 1 point that we can add to somewhere. Alright. Next, the stats of the demon you want to recruit. Even if they're the same class, if one has a higher capability, then their stats will be higher than average. If their class prides itself for their strength, you can ask for one with even more strength, or maybe one with stamina. On the other hand, a low capability monster may have lower stats than usual. It all depends on the class. They are truly helpless. Alright, why this is important? Because your stats matter a lot in this game. a lot in this game. I'm going to go ahead and give her SP because she's going to need to be able to cast many spells. We'll get into more why stats are important later. For sure. Alright, next, select the level of demon you're recruiting. You have to pay more money for higher level recruits. Alright, can we please get one that's level 9,999? It's free after all. There is a limit to what you can select. If you want to recruit a higher level demon, you have to be equally strong. So if I want to hire a strong demon, I have to get stronger? Yes, that's the way it works. Alright, I'm going to select level 1, and my reasoning behind this is something we didn't cover yet. I'll get to it. Next, select the personality of the demon you want to recruit. This will not affect their stats, so choose whatever you like. In that case, I want someone who's loyal, smart, efficient, works hard, doesn't complain, and will work for free. That's impossible, dude. I already know I want that one. Alright, and then it's color. Oh, I'll dye them my color. I don't really care on this one. Let's go ahead and just keep her the default. I'll start recruiting with your selected requirements. If there aren't any problems, select yes. When you approve, you will be charged for the money, so make sure everything is correct. It's free this time, so I won't lose any money. Yes. Alright, so now we have the maintenance on the Dimension Gate is just finished too. We have replenished our forces for now, so I'll let you decide whether we're going to progress or continue to recruit. Before you go into battle, make sure you don't forget to equip the recruit first. Yeah, because they don't have any weapons or any items right now. I'm also going to recruit a warrior. Average Adonis, that's a good name. We'll go with that. And we're going to make him skilled. Let me give him one more hit point. And 1 resistance, 1 defense. That should be good. And go! Level 1. And again, like I said, my reasoning I will explain in a minute.
My uber muscle barrier. You're tall. I'm full of power. Later. Bam. Later. Toria.
I try to pick the one with the most flavor text. I don't know why, but I like that color scheme. We'll go with that one. Yes. Alright, so now we got our warrior and our... Alright, and it added a bunch of other ones, and now we can go higher if we want. And no, it didn't. What did it do? I don't know what it just did. Alright, so here's our characters. Killia is level 3. He didn't do anything. Ah. Alright. So now let's see if we can equip our new characters. Average Adonis. Yeah, no, we don't want to do that. So we don't have any weapons for them. So let's... How much money do we have? Should have enough to buy them a couple starter weapons. Oh, come on, Skip. We know what a weapon store is, man. We know what a weapon store is. Alright, I'm going to give him a sword. And then I'm going to give her a staff. Average Adonis is getting a sword. Alright, so let me go over why I made them level 1. The reason why I made them level 1 is to unlock other characters. You need to build their class proficiency up. And if I was to make them a higher level off the get-go, it would not encourage me to grind with them to level them up, which means I'm not going to get that proficiency moving in the right direction. It's just my way of forcing myself to do the work to get the proficiencies, because I'm going to need it to unlock certain characters. I'm aiming towards certain characters. The maid is one which we already have. Harmony is a maid. And a sage is another one that I'm going for. Alright, so that is the first several things. I don't even know how many things I went over that you need to know for Disgaea. You saw how the combat works. It gets more complicated. There's more things you can do. When you start unlocking abilities, you start using those. It'll get really, really complex with the tactics you can use. And I will try to go over a bunch of tactics in the upcoming videos so you can see some things that maybe you haven't tried yet. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. We'll see. Alright, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I'm going to be going over in the next few videos. And now I'm going to do that, I'm going to go over the DLC vendor, special content, lady, whatever. Alright. So here's some weapon starters. I forgot about that. Alright, I guess I could have used these for those guys. I totally forgot I was going to get this. Alright, scenarios like this one are characters you can unlock from previous Disgaea games. This is from Disgaea 1 with Laharl, Etna, and Flan, and Sicily, those kind of ones. So that's what this scenario is. And we got save icons for those as well. Characters, you actually get those characters straight into your party. Oh, Celestial Hostess, yes. Valvatores is from Disgaea 4, it says right there pretty much. You have to go through these scenarios to unlock these characters though. Fuka has Deska, one of my favorite characters. But my favorite character is from this one, and it's Valvatores. Love Valvatores. Nisa, definitely a character you're going to want. Very powerful at the beginning of the game. Kunoichi, sorry, I said that wrong, is now in your party. So these are all from like previous games. I'm just going to go ahead and go through this so that we can have these. Metalia from the Witch and the 100 Knights. One of my favorite characters in this game to use. And we're going to get a Sorcerer. Adele. Actually, I think the Sorcerer just unlocks in the hiring one. We'll look at our characters to see. Another 4 characters to unlock scenario. A lot of prompting through this. Oh, the Prinnies. There is one Prinny I use. And it was that one, the H252. He's level 1 and has like 10,000 hit points. He's great to put out when you need a sponge. Helper Prinny Piece. Most of these aren't really great. They're just characters to have in your party to start, I guess. I don't even know why they give them to you. I don't know if these ones play a part in the previous games or not because they don't ring a bell to me. And this one, you get 1,000,000 money for having Disgaea 5 complete on the Switch. Yes, yes, and yes. That'll help a lot. Alright, that's all of the unlocks for the DLC. Just for having the complete edition. I had to pay for those. Well, the ones that they had on PlayStation 4. Alright, so now if we go back here, we can see all of our characters. All the way through. They're all level 1. And the reason why I did not level up Killia is because I'm going to use these other characters to unlock
Where would you like to go,
the
dude?
DLC characters so that they're low level. You'll see here, now we have these new areas. The Legend Begins, the Prinny Coach. These are all those DLC areas from the with characters from the previous games in here. Each of these Netherworlds has 3 areas. You have to beat the 3 areas, and then when you beat the 3rd area, you unlock those characters. And there's 4 in each, I believe, all the way down through all of these. And it starts with Laharl. Alright, so what I'm going to do for the next... How many videos?
Where would you like to go, dude?
For the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos. In each video I'm going to unlock one of those DLC characters so you can see the little mini story and unlock them. And then after that we're going to break into getting through the actual story mode in Disgaea 5 because that's how you unlock a lot of the features that you're going to get in this game that you don't have yet. There is still so much to show you guys in this game. Alright, let's go ahead and equip our warrior with a better sword. If it is better, it is better. And then Felicia with a better magic weapon. Alright. If you wanted to, you could go and take these legendary items off of these characters and put them on your other characters. I'm not going to do that. At least not right now. I guess we should talk about items real quick. I guess we should do that before we end this video. Let's talk about items. Alright. You see that this one has a rarity of 9, a level of 0, and a population of 1 of 4. This has a rarity of 50, a population of 3 of 6. It's a legendary item. Legendary items start at 50 and work their way up from there. Goes up to 99, and then after you beat the game, it unlocks another area that you can progress the items past that. And actually you get items that are higher level than that, and then you can progress them past that. I will get into how to level up items after somewhere in the third world. We'll go over that. Alright, so the rarity means that it's going to be a better weapon. The higher the number, the better the item. The level, when you start leveling them up, and like I said, I'll go over that. As you level them up, they'll get more stats. So the attack will be higher, the speed will be higher, that kind of thing. It'll give you more hit points and that kind of stuff. The population 3 of 6, you see those innocents underneath where it says coach, physician, and coach. Those are the population. I hesitate to go over those right now because they don't mean anything right now. But I would recommend that if you have items, don't sell any items until you know what innocents do and you unlock the ability to manipulate your innocents. We'll just go with that for now. Don't sell items. You shouldn't have a need to worry about how many items you have on you. I don't know if there's a max items you can carry. I've never ran into the max amount of items. Alright, so anyways, that's what I'm going to do in the next 8 videos is unlock characters for each video. Hope you guys come back for that. If you're just into it for more features and understanding more features, wait until I'm done with all the DLC characters and then come back and I will start going over that because there, like I said, there is a lot. There's innocence, there's squads, there's dimension research, I'm trying to think of all the things off the top of my head. There's the strategic assembly, which used to be called the dark assembly. There's the interrogator, and I know I'm missing something. There's skills, we haven't even touched that yet. There's quest over here. There's the cheat shop. Yes, there's cheat shops. This game gets pretty crazy. So anyways, I hope you guys come back from that. For that, not from that. For that. Until then, though, take care. Bye-bye now. Static Buzz out. Definitely need to go over the Overlord ability because that's going to be something they're going to want to know about. But the game goes over it too, so it's not that big of a deal. Alright. Good start.